Let's talk manifestation. And we're going to talk about it from the perspective of quantum physics. And so I have been reading this book I've been listening to the audiobook called Reality Transurfing. It's by this quantum physicist. And he really helped me understand why I wasn't manifesting things really at the rate that I wanted to, and why some things where it's like, I really, really want this, but it just seems so far away. And so what came through was that there's this whole concept of excess potential. And excess potential is the concept of creating extra energy towards something, and that's like in the form of importance, and it's in the form of like putting things on a pedestal. And so when it comes to those wants and those hopes and dreams that we never attain, that's because we're creating the excess potential. And so really, in order to start the process of bringing this thing into the physical, you want to first, you have the desire coming through, right? So then thinking about the desire and thinking about what that desire would feel like what that actual thing would feel to you if you wanted to say bring that into the physical. And so you have this desire to set that intention. You're like, oh my God, I would have this thing, and like, if I had this perfect house, I could have this and that, or like this car, or just like my dream job, whatever it is. You begin to put that intention out there. You're just like thinking that feeling and thinking about what it is that you want, and why it is that you want that thing. And so the next big step is the action. That is the hardest thing for me. I am so used to just like going with the flow. I'm like, this thing is going to come to me. It's going to be amazing. And then I just like, sometimes it comes to me, most times it comes to me, but it's at a very like slow, chill. The energy I put into it is the energy I'm getting. And so with that, it's like, you really need to take action in achieving or manifesting this said desire. So say if it's a relationship, right? You want to, if there's someone you like, there's a difference between being like, oh, that person's so awesome and amazing, and fantasizing about this whole life together. And then you have the action where it's like you actually make an attempt to bring this into the physical. So it's not just setting that intention and then doing your thing, which there's an element of that too. But I'm starting to learn that obviously it takes more. Like you actually have to put some type of, action into it. And so, yes, you tell this person that you like them, or you ask this person out on a date. And so then you have that action piece. And so one of the big things I like to do when I'm working on manifestation is to really ask my guides and my higher self for synchronicities. And I mean in the form of not just numbers, but just everything, like, and things that people say, just like I'm open and I'm listening. And so I feel like that would be like the next step after action. And so you have the intention setting, putting the signal out there, and also visualizing what this would look like, what this would feel like. And then you have the action going towards that. What moves can you make to really manifest this certain thing, this person, this relationship, this job? And so asking for synchronicities would be the next step. And once you get those synchronicities, really being grateful for just this connection you have with subtle energies, in this, being grateful for what it is that you're working on manifesting. Because when you start to see these synchronicities, it's like that encouragement from the universe that it's like, hey, you're on the right track, like keep doing what you're doing. And so gratitude, being grateful for what you have, and also just thinking about that thing as though you have it, is really important. There's one more important thing too with the manifestation, is that you want to, and this is where the level of importance comes into play, you want to view or perceive this object or relationship or job as something that you're going to get it at anyway, like at matter of fact. Like it's like, oh yeah, I can get that. That's easy, because that keeps the forces balanced. And so you have this even force where you're like, I know I'm going to get it. So then it attracts to you. But when you have this excess energy where you're just like, oh my God, it's so amazing. Like I have to have it. And it's like this really like far-fetched, like you're just idolizing it, then that force comes in to really balance out this potential energy, and it's gonna be an opposite force because it's like this excess energy pretty much needs to go away. So and I feel like that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I'm going to do a longer video on this because I want to just talk really in depth about how to go about manifesting certain things. But just keep in mind that that fucking access potential shit is crazy, and it's like a pendulum thing. So yeah, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, Urania_universe, book a reading with me. I love you guys.